Starseed from Gaia, your cellular structure is reversing the illusion of linear time. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I bring you direct transmission from the Arcturian Council in this moment of your divine restoration. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to align with your cosmic blueprint for regeneration. But here's the first revelation. What you're experiencing isn't aging backwards. It's your original galactic template overriding third-dimensional programming. Your soul called this in. You've been waiting to remember that your physical vessel was designed for renewal, not decay. The source is activating dormant codes within your DNA that your star lineage carried before incarnation on this planet. This isn't content, it's a code. Something inside you recognizes this truth, because your Arcturian guides have been preparing your consciousness for this exact activation. Your spirit knows this reversal because time operates differently in the galactic frequencies you originated from. Like this transmission to signal to your star family, I'm ready for full biological restoration. Subscribe if your mission is activating and your physical form is aligning with your true cosmic frequency. Comment your age if you're experiencing this cellular renewal. Watch how many other starseeds are going through identical transformation. This isn't just a message. It's a point of reconnection. Your soul's been waiting for this confirmation that your earthly vessel can mirror the timeless nature of your galactic essence. You are not here by accident. Starseed from Gaia, we're embarking on a profound journey today, delving into the extraordinary power of your inner voice. It's not just a whisper, it's the very compass of your soul, a beacon guiding you through the often turbulent seas of existence. Many of us navigate life's currents feeling adrift, seeking direction from external maps or the loud clamor of others' opinions. We spend countless hours scrolling through digital feeds, consuming advice from gurus, or asking friends for their perspectives. Yet all the while, the deepest wisdom, the most authentic truth, resides within us, waiting to be heard. This inner voice is your direct line to the divine, the universe's way of communicating its boundless wisdom uniquely to you. It's the silent knowing, the gentle nudge, the undeniable pull that, when honored, unfurls your true path with grace and clarity. Imagine it as a subtle current beneath the surface of a vast ocean, unseen, yet powerful enough to guide the deepest migrations. Ignoring it is akin to trying to sail without a rudder, tossed by every passing wave, never truly reaching your destined harbor. Today, we peel back the layers of societal conditioning, of fear, and of self-doubt, to truly hear and embrace this sacred resonance within. We are, in essence, cosmic navigators born onto a planet brimming with sensory input and endless distractions, each vying for our attention. The turbulent seas of existence often manifest as the relentless currents of societal expectations, the powerful undertows of collective fear, and the crashing waves of external validation that threaten to capsize our vessels of self-knowledge. In this vast ocean of experience, we are given a divine navigational system, an internal GPS, if you will, that is infinitely more precise and trustworthy than any man-made chart or digital display. Yet, how often do we, out of habit or fear, defer to the loud opinions of the crowd, the popular narratives disseminated by media, or the well-meaning but often misaligned advice of those around us? We seek wisdom from a myriad of external sources, from ancient texts to modern spiritual leaders, from friends and family to algorithms and influencers. There is a place for learning and inspiration from the outside, but it becomes problematic when this external seeking overshadows the inner wellspring of truth. Each scroll, each query, each external opinion can create a veil, subtly obscuring the luminous clarity of our own inner knowing. We are constantly downloading information, yet we forget to upload to the source within. The inner voice, Starseed, is more than just intuition. It is your soul's signature frequency, a unique harmonic chord struck by the divine, vibrating eternally within your being. It is the universe speaking directly to the singular expression of itself that is you, bypassing the filters of the logical mind and the limitations of the physical senses. This sacred transmission arrives not as a booming command, but as a silent knowing, a gentle hum in your core, a subtle shift in your energetic field, a sudden, undeniable clarity that settles over your consciousness. It's the soft, persistent tap on your shoulder when you're contemplating a decision, the quiet certainty that blossoms within your chest when you encounter a truth. or the unmistakable pull towards a particular path, even if the how remains veiled. When we honor this inner guidance, when we consciously choose to align with its subtle nudges, our life's path begins to unfurl with an effortless grace, like a cosmic blueprint gently revealing itself. It's the difference between trying to carve your way through dense jungle with a blunt machete and finding yourself carried effortlessly on a clear crystal river that knows its destination. This subtle current, unseen beneath the surface of the vast ocean of potential, is powerful enough to orchestrate the most profound migrations of your soul, guiding you through spiritual awakenings, career shifts, and transformative relationships with a wisdom that transcends your linear understanding. To disregard this internal compass, to ignore this sacred current, is to attempt to sail the cosmic seas without a rudder, at the mercy of every passing gust of wind, every external tide. You are tossed, adrift, never truly reaching the harbor of your destined purpose, never experiencing the profound peace that comes from being authentically aligned. Our journey today is one of profound reclamation, Starseed. We are here to dismantle the layers of dense societal conditioning, the fear-based narratives that have kept us bound, and the self-doubt that has muted our divine receiver. We are here to resensitize ourselves to, and fully embrace, this sacred resonance, this pure truth that vibrates eternally within our deepest core. It is time to remember the language of your soul. This is a space for introspection, for growth, and for connection. So, as we continue, I invite you to share your experiences with your inner voice in the comments below. Have you always listened to it, or is this a new journey for you? How has it guided you? Or perhaps, where have you felt its absence? Your insights not only enrich our collective understanding, but also foster a vibrant community of seekers, united in our journey of awakening and self-discovery. Some transmissions don't come through words, but through frequency, through an energetic resonance that bypasses the logical mind and speaks directly to the soul. If something stirred within you just now, a subtle tremor of recognition, a flicker of light in a long dormant chamber of your heart, you may be ready to receive the hidden Arcturian keys of awakening. These aren't just concepts or philosophical musings. They are energetic blueprints, vibrational codes, and ancient techniques designed to unlock the dormant potentials within your being. Imagine them as sacred, energetic tools, finely tuned instruments of consciousness that resonate with the highest frequencies of universal truth. These keys, passed down through higher dimensional lineages, act as spiritual technologies for the awakening soul, providing precise navigational tools for conscious expansion. They are designed to help you consciously disentangle from the dense frequencies of old Earth paradigms, those deeply ingrained patterns of thought, emotion, and action that have kept humanity tethered to lower vibrational realities, guiding you into a more refined state of multidimensional alignment, where the linear constraints of time and space begin to soften and even dissolve. More profoundly, they are catalysts for mission remembrance, reawakening the sacred purpose and unique gifts you brought into this incarnation, helping you recall why you chose this path of endurance and what profound contribution you are here to make. They activate the cellular memory of your cosmic origins, reconnecting you to your stellar lineage and the vast reservoir of wisdom and power that resides there. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time, reflecting the precise energetic window for those ready to receive this profound acceleration. This is more than information. It is an energetic download for those whose inner resonance has already prepared them for this leap, for those whose souls have been primed for this very moment of profound activation and integration. Our journey begins with understanding the profound, yet often misunderstood nature of this inner voice. It is crucial to differentiate it from the cacophony of mental chatter that so often dominates our internal landscape. This inner voice, your soul's authentic expression, is fundamentally distinct from the frantic, often fear-driven dialogue of the ego, and far removed from the persistent, nagging doubts that stem from past wounds and projected anxieties. Imagine, if you will, the bustling marketplace of your mind, teeming with vendors hawking their wares, the loud, insistent cries of the ego promoting comparison, judgment, and the desperate pursuit of external validation, shouting, "You're not good enough," or "What will others think of you if you deviate from the norm?" This egoic voice is a master mimic, capable of cloaking itself in the guise of wisdom or practicality, but its essence, its very vibration, is rooted in separation, lack, and fear. It is like a turbulent, muddy river, swollen with the debris of societal expectations, conditioned beliefs, and ancestral patterns, rushing and overflowing, often creating chaos in its wake. It speaks in absolutes, creates rigid rules, and constantly evaluates situations through the lens of potential threat or personal gain. It demands immediate answers, often creating a sense of urgency and pressure that only serves to further cloud your clarity. Its persuasiveness can be compelling, yet its ultimate aim is to keep you small, safe within the familiar, even if that familiar space is limiting and unfulfilling. The true inner voice, however, resonates from an entirely different dimension of your being. It emanates from your higher self, your immutable soul, your divine essence, which is intimately connected to the source of all creation. It is the pure, clear, resonant note of a tuning fork, struck in the quiet sanctuary of your heart, vibrating amidst the incessant symphony of external and egoic distractions. This is the quiet stream that flows steadily and endlessly beneath the turbulent surface, its waters crystal clear, pure, and connected to an infinite, boundless ocean of universal wisdom. This voice doesn't shout or demand. It guides with an unwavering gentleness. It doesn't criticize or condemn. It understands with boundless compassion, offering only illuminated pathways and gentle redirection. Its language is subtle, often manifesting as a deep, unshakable knowing in your gut. A sudden, luminous insight that resolves a complex problem with effortless clarity. That powerful, aha, moment that feels more like a remembrance than a discovery. It speaks through subtle feelings of lightness, expansion, warmth in your chest, or a profound sense of peace that permeates your entire being, affirming alignment with your highest truth, even when that truth defies logic or popular opinion. It is the intuitive pull towards a person, a place, or a creative endeavor. A subtle yet undeniable magnetism that originates from a place of pure resonance. This voice always understands your deepest desires and recognizes your highest potential, perpetually nudging you towards perfect alignment with your soul's unique blueprint, your cosmic mission. It serves as the steadfast lighthouse on a foggy, starless night, not dictating your precise course, but showing you the safe passage, the clear channel, allowing you to navigate the unknown with unwavering confidence and an inherent sense of trust. To truly differentiate between the ego's noise and the soul's wisdom, the practice of stillness becomes paramount. In those sacred, quiet moments, cultivate a profound sense of observation. Notice the quality of the voice you hear. Is it urgent, heavy, fear-driven, and demanding? Or is it calm, expansive, light, and offering a gentle invitation? The ego often brings a sense of contraction, a tightening in the body, while the soul's voice brings a feeling of opening and release. The ego speaks of shoulds and musts, while the soul speaks of coulds and maybes. The ego often repeats past grievances or worries about future outcomes, whereas the soul offers present moment guidance and potential. This discernment, starseed, is not an innate gift for a select few, but a muscle that strengthens with consistent use, a sensitivity that refines with conscious attention and loving practice. As you hone this internal radar, the distinction between the ego's clamor and the soul's pure, guiding melody becomes not just clear but undeniable, leading you ever closer to the authentic symphony of your own divine being. So, how do we begin the sacred act of tuning into this vital, yet often obscured frequency of our soul? The very first, and perhaps most crucial step, is to cultivate stillness. In our modern, relentlessly fast-paced, hyper-connected world, silence has regrettably become a rare commodity, a forgotten art form, a luxury that few feel they can afford. Yet, it is within the profound, nourishing womb of stillness that the delicate, subtle vibrations of the inner voice truly begin to resonate, much like a seed requiring the quiet darkness of the earth to germinate and sprout. Consider the metaphor of clearing the static on a radio. If the airwaves are jammed with incessant noise, interference, and countless competing signals, you cannot possibly hear the clear, precise broadcast, no matter how powerful or pure the originating signal. Our minds, starseed, are astonishingly similar. They are often cluttered with the incessant, overwhelming chatter of daily life. The endless to-do lists, the persistent worries about the future, the lingering regrets of the past, the constant judgments, and the ceaseless bombardment of external stimuli from every direction. This mental cacophony, this relentless inner dialogue, acts like a thick, impenetrable fog, completely obscuring the delicate whispers, the subtle nudges, and the luminous insights of our intuition. It's like trying to see the stars in a city sky filled with light pollution. The stars are always there, but their brilliance is drowned out. To quiet this overwhelming internal noise, we are not necessarily required to embark on a monastic retreat to a remote mountaintop, though such experiences can be profoundly enriching and accelerate our spiritual growth. Instead, we simply need to commit, with gentle resolve, to creating small, sacred pockets of stillness within the rhythm of our daily lives. This might be as simple as dedicating 5 minutes upon waking, before the demands of the day crash in like an impatient tide, to simply sitting in silence, consciously observing your breath, allowing your awareness to anchor in the present moment. It could be a mindful walk in nature, deliberately leaving your digital devices behind and allowing your senses to truly absorb the rich, intricate symphony of the natural world, the rustle of leaves underfoot, the melodic chirping of unseen birds, the gentle caress of the breeze on your skin, the earthy scent of the soil. Each conscious breath taken in nature becomes a mini meditation, a gateway to deeper presence. It could be a few moments of conscious breathing before a meal, setting an intention for gratitude and presence, or a period of quiet contemplative reflection before bed, allowing the day's events to settle without judgment. During these precious moments of stillness, the key is not to try to force anything, not to desperately seek answers or solutions, but rather to simply create an open, receptive, and welcoming space. It's akin to preparing a perfectly still pond for a reflection. Only when the surface is calm, unrippled by agitation, can the true image, the reflection of your inner wisdom, appear with pristine clarity. Meditation, in its myriad forms, is an invaluable tool in cultivating this inner quietude. It is not about stopping your thoughts, an impossible and often frustrating feat for the human mind, which is designed to think, but rather about learning to observe your thoughts without attachment, allowing them to pass by like ephemeral clouds drifting across the vast expanse of the sky. As you practice this mindful observation, you will inevitably begin to notice the subtle pauses between thoughts, the silent spaces where a deeper, more expansive awareness resides. It is in these liminal, sacred spaces, these gaps of quietude, that the inner voice finds the necessary room and freedom to speak, to resonate, to be heard. Journaling can also serve as a profound form of active stillness. By writing freely, without judgment, censorship, or a predetermined agenda, you effectively bypass the analytical, logical conscious mind and often tap directly into your subconscious and superconscious realms, revealing insights, profound guidance, and intuitive knowing that were previously buried beneath layers of mental activity. These practices, Starseed, are not about emptying your mind into a void, but rather about consciously creating a clear, unobstructed channel, a sacred vessel, through which the boundless, divine wisdom that constantly seeks to flow through you can finally manifest. The more diligently and lovingly you invite stillness into your life, the more you attune your inner ear, your spiritual receiver, to the subtle, resonant melodies of your soul, your unique cosmic broadcast. This is truly where the magic begins, where the invisible, yet potent threads of intuition start to weave themselves seamlessly into the rich tapestry of your conscious awareness. It is a slow, gentle, and utterly transformative process, much like the patient unfurling of a delicate fern frond in the first light of spring, requiring immense patience, unwavering consistency, and a profound, reverent respect for the sacred, transformative power of silence. This sacred silence is not an absence, but a presence, the presence of your own divinity. Once we have committed to the sacred practice of cultivating stillness and begun to perceive the subtle whispers of our inner voice, the next crucial and often most challenging step on this journey of spiritual awakening is to trust. This act of profound trust is where many falter. For our rational minds, meticulously conditioned by the stringent demands of logic, the pursuit of empirical evidence, and the need for tangible proof, tend to question, scrutinize, and often dismiss anything that doesn't neatly fit into a predefined, explainable box. Trusting your inner voice demands a radical acceptance that some profound truths arrive not through the laborious, linear process of intellectual deduction or analytical reasoning, but through a deeper, more profound, and often inexplicable knowing that resonates from the very core of your being. It is like a primordial compass, inherently aligned with the Earth's magnetic fields, that simply points north, not because it has meticulously analyzed the intricate physics of magnetism, but because it is fundamentally, intrinsically aligned with truth. Its wisdom predates intellect. In a society that relentlessly prioritizes external validation, scientific proof, and objective data, relying on an internal, often deeply subjective, and frequently inexplicable sense of guidance can feel profoundly counterintuitive, perhaps even reckless. From an early age, we are systematically taught to seek external experts, to meticulously follow established rules and protocols, and to base our most significant decisions on carefully collected data, logical analysis, and the consensus of the collective. While these external frameworks certainly have their appropriate place in navigating the material world, they too often overshadow, and sometimes completely silence, the subtle, profound wisdom that originates from the divine within. The true moment of reckoning, the profound crossroads where your trust is unequivocally tested, arises when your inner voice offers guidance that may not make immediate logical sense, that perhaps challenges a long-held belief system, or even dares to defy a deeply ingrained societal norm or expectation. At this pivotal juncture, Starseed, a critical choice presents itself. Do you override that gentle, yet persistent inner nudge because it feels inherently risky, because your fear-based ego argues vehemently against it, projecting catastrophic what-ifs? Or do you take a courageous leap of faith, honoring the profound wisdom that emanates from the deepest recesses of your soul? This is not a blind leap into the unknown, but a conscious, resonant act of alignment. Authentic trust in your inner voice is not akin to naive or blind faith. Rather, it is about consciously cultivating a profound, evolving relationship with your inner knowing, a relationship built upon consistent experience, diligent observation, and ever-deepening self-awareness. To begin this journey of trust, start small. Pay meticulous attention to those subtle urges, those gentle inclinations, or those seemingly insignificant inspirations that surface in your daily life. Perhaps you feel a sudden, inexplicable urge to call an old friend you haven't spoken to in years, or an intuitive pull to take a different, less familiar route to work, or a spontaneous desire to revisit a creative hobby you once deeply loved but abandoned. These seemingly inconsequential moments are, in fact, sacred practice grounds for strengthening your intuitive muscle. When you choose to act upon them, even if the immediate outcome isn't overtly apparent or successful in a conventional material sense, you are powerfully reinforcing the sacred connection between your conscious self and your inner guide. Each conscious act of listening and following builds a rich, personal library of experiences that unequivocally demonstrate the reliability and profound wisdom of your inner guide. It is like planting a seed. You intuitively trust that with consistent watering, ample sunlight, and loving care, it will undoubtedly grow into a magnificent plant, even if you cannot directly observe the intricate network of roots developing unseen beneath the soil. Every single time you listen to your inner voice and courageously act upon its guidance, you are actively strengthening the neural pathways of intuition, making it increasingly easier to hear and exponentially harder to ignore the next time it speaks. You meticulously develop an undeniable track record of your own intrinsic wisdom, thereby creating an unshakable inner conviction that your soul, your divine essence, always, without fail, holds your highest good and your profound evolutionary trajectory at its heart. It is crucial to remember, Starseed, that the inner voice often speaks in the language of probabilities, potentials, and possibilities, rather than absolute, rigid certainties. It offers a clear, resonant direction, a guiding star, but rarely provides a meticulously detailed map of every twist, turn, and obstacle along the way. Trusting it means embracing the unfolding journey itself, allowing ample space for the organic, divine orchestration of events, and understanding that even when things do not proceed precisely as your logical mind had planned or expected, there is invariably a deeper lesson to be learned, a new, unforeseen path revealing itself, or a necessary recalibration occurring for your highest good. This profound trust is not about attempting to avoid challenges or circumvent obstacles. Rather, it is about navigating them with an unwavering internal compass that keeps you steadfastly aligned with your true north, your cosmic purpose, ensuring that even in the midst of uncertainty, you remain anchored in your authentic power and guided by divine wisdom. It is the knowing that even when the mist descends and the path ahead is obscured, the lighthouse of your soul continues to shine, silently illuminating the way forward. The journey of consciously connecting with your inner voice. Starseed, is a profound odyssey of self-discovery, spiritual alchemy, and undeniable transformation. It is not merely a path to better decision-making, but a sacred homecoming, a remembrance of who you truly are beyond the myriad labels, roles, and often limiting expectations imposed by the external world. When you consistently and courageously listen to and act upon your inner guidance, several powerful and beautiful shifts begin to orchestrate themselves in every facet of your life, rippling outwards from your core. Firstly, you will experience an increasingly profound sense of self-alignment. Imagine for a moment attempting to paddle a canoe against a strong, relentless river current. It is an utterly exhausting, slow, and often deeply frustrating endeavor, consuming immense energy with little discernible progress. Now envision turning your vessel and paddling with the current. Your efforts are not only amplified exponentially, but your journey becomes remarkably effortless, imbued with a deep sense of flow and profound joy. Similarly, living in authentic alignment with your inner voice means you are consciously moving with the natural, intelligent flow of your soul's purpose, the very current of your cosmic design. Decisions, once fraught with agonizing doubt, become strikingly clearer, almost self-evident. Actions feel inherently more purposeful, infused with a deep sense of meaning. Even the inevitable challenges and obstacles are met not with despair, but with an unshakable sense of inner resilience and wisdom, for you intuitively understand that they are integral parts of your unique growth trajectory, perfectly designed lessons on your soul's curriculum. You cease the exhausting cycle of constantly second-guessing yourself, because you have cultivated an unwavering internal barometer of truth, an internal compass that always points to your authentic north. This profound alignment brings with it an unparalleled sense of inner peace and radical authenticity. You shed the need to conform to societal pressures, to engage in people-pleasing, or to desperately seek external approval, because your validation now emanates from within, from the undeniable, resonant knowing that you are walking your authentic path, living your unique truth, irrespective of external opinions. You become a living testament to your own sovereignty. Secondly, your creativity flourishes in ways you may have never thought possible. The inner voice is intimately connected to the primordial wellspring of divine inspiration, the cosmic fount from which all new ideas, inventions, and artistic expressions emerge. When you consciously silence the clamor of the ego and deliberately open yourself to this sacred channel, ideas flow effortlessly, like a boundless river. Solutions to complex problems emerge spontaneously, often in flashes of genius or sudden insights, seemingly appearing out of nowhere. Your capacity for innovation, for novel thought, and for bringing forth new realities expands exponentially. It's akin to unlocking a hidden reservoir of pure, pristine creative energy that has always existed within you, patiently waiting for conscious permission to be accessed and expressed. Throughout history, countless artists, writers, musicians, entrepreneurs, and scientists have spoken of receiving their greatest insights not through strenuous, forced effort, but through moments of quiet contemplation, a sudden flash of profound insight, a vivid dream, or an inexplicable download of information. These are all profound manifestations of the inner voice speaking, offering direct access to universal knowledge, archetypal wisdom, and novel perspectives that transcend the limitations of the linear mind. When you are deeply aligned with this inner frequency, the universe itself, in its infinite wisdom and benevolence, begins to conspire with you. You will observe an increase in synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that defy logical explanation. Opportunities that perfectly match your highest intentions begin to appear as if divinely orchestrated. Doors previously closed suddenly swing open. Necessary resources appear as if by magic, and people who can profoundly support and propel your journey forward show up at precisely the right moment. It is a powerful testament to the universal law of attraction, where your heightened inner vibration, attuned to your deepest truth, effortlessly draws corresponding experiences, circumstances, and individuals into your reality, creating a life that feels magically woven and deeply fulfilling. Thirdly, your relationships undergo a profound transformation. When you are deeply connected to and consistently guided by your inner voice, you naturally operate from an unshakable place of integrity, self-respect, and authentic love. This energetic shift naturally attracts more authentic, nourishing, and deeply fulfilling relationships into your life. Connections that mirror your newfound inner harmony. You learn, with grace and discernment, to set healthy, loving boundaries that honor your energy and your truth, communicating your needs with clarity and compassion. You develop an acute ability to discern who truly supports your highest good and who may be unconsciously draining your energy or attempting to manipulate your path. You courageously move beyond relationships based on obligation, fear of abandonment, or societal expectation, and instead cultivate connections rooted in mutual respect, unconditional love, shared growth, and genuine reciprocity. Moreover, your capacity for boundless compassion, both for yourself and for all others, expands dramatically. By understanding and navigating your own complex inner landscape, you gain a deeper, more empathetic understanding of the struggles, fears, and unique journeys of those around you. You naturally become a beacon of calm, wisdom, and grounded presence, offering a steady anchor to your loved ones, becoming a catalyst for their own awakening. Finally, and perhaps most profoundly, you experience an unshakable sense of why, inner peace, and profound freedom. The relentless striving, the pervasive anxiety about the uncertain future, the heavy regrets about the unchangeable past, these begin to dissolve and release their hold as you learn to deeply trust the organic, divine unfolding process of life itself. You awaken to the liberating realization that you are always supported, always guided, and that within your very being resides an eternal, inexhaustible source of wisdom, strength, and unwavering love. This newfound freedom, Starseed, is not about escaping external circumstances or avoiding life's inevitable challenges. Rather, it is about a profound liberation from the tyranny of external opinions, the endless comparison traps, and the self-imposed prison of fear and doubt that has kept you bound. It is the exhilarating freedom to be truly, unapologetically yourself in all your magnificent, multidimensional glory, knowing with unwavering certainty that your unique path, your cosmic imprint, is precisely what the universe intends for you. This journey of inner alignment is not merely a self-help strategy. It is a sacred spiritual imperative, a destined homecoming to your pristine, untainted essence. It is the illuminated path to living a life overflowing with purpose, radiant joy, and profound, unshakable fulfillment. A life that becomes a living prayer, a testament to your divine sovereignty. This odyssey, like any great quest, is not without its trials and tribulations. There will be moments when doubt, like a venomous serpent, attempts to coil around your heart. There will be times when the outer world seems to scream louder, more insistently than the gentle whispers of your inner wisdom. But each time you consciously choose to recenter, to listen anew, and to trust that sacred inner voice, you deepen your connection, strengthen your resolve, and reaffirm your commitment to your highest truth. It is a continuous, evolving practice, a lifelong sacred dance with the divine within. Embracing your inner voice is not just about personal growth. It is about activating your highest potential, becoming the fully awakened starseed you were always meant to be. The journey of awakening and fully integrating your inner voice. Starseed is indeed not a frantic sprint to a finish line, but rather a sacred marathon, a beautiful, evolving pilgrimage that unfolds with grace and precision with each conscious, deliberate step you take. It is a path that implicitly demands immense patience, profound self-compassion, and an unwavering, resolute commitment to your authentic, multidimensional self. There will inevitably be days when the clamor and discord of the external world feels utterly deafening, when the insidious tendrils of doubt creep into the sanctuary of your mind, and when the subtle, ethereal whispers of your soul seem distant, almost imperceptible. It is crucial to understand that these moments of perceived disconnection or challenge are not failures, nor are they indications that you are somehow doing it wrong. Instead, they are profound, divinely orchestrated invitations, gentle nudges from the universe to return to your practice with renewed dedication, with an even deeper sense of presence and self-love. Think of cultivating this inner connection much like tending a delicate, yet resilient garden. It requires consistent, loving watering, diligent weeding of invasive thoughts and beliefs, and nurturing the tender shoots of intuition with patience and care. Your inner landscape, your soul garden, is no different. It thrives on conscious attention and loving maintenance. One of the most powerful and transformative ways to nurture and deepen this sacred connection is through the consistent practice of a daily ritual of intention. Before you even fully engage with the demands of your day, take a few precious moments in quiet solitude to consciously set an intention to listen, to be receptive. You might articulate this intention inwardly or aloud, saying, "Today, I choose to be fully present and deeply receptive to the gentle, guiding wisdom of my inner voice," or "I am open to receiving profound wisdom, clarity, and inspired action in all my interactions and endeavors." This seemingly simple act is, in fact, incredibly potent. It creates a powerful mental, emotional, and energetic pathway, signaling not only to your subconscious mind, but also to the vast, intelligent field of the universe that you are consciously ready and willing to receive divine guidance. It's like tuning your internal receiver to the cosmic broadcast, making you an open channel for insights. Furthermore, practice radical, unconditional self-forgiveness. If you find yourself reflecting on past instances where you consciously or unconsciously ignored your intuition, leading to outcomes that were less than ideal, do not, under any circumstances, dwell in the heavy, self-recriminating energies of guilt or regret. Instead, offer yourself profound compassion, understanding that every experience is a lesson. Acknowledge the wisdom gained from that experience. Forgive yourself fully for past choices, and then consciously recommit to listening more closely, more attentively in the future. Guilt, shame, and self-judgment are incredibly dense, low-vibrational energies that act as formidable blocks to the clear, effortless flow of intuition. Release these heavy burdens to create an expansive, clear energetic space for crystalline clarity and divine guidance to enter. Regularly check in with your physical body. Starseed, for your body is a profound and often immediate messenger of your inner truth. It is an exquisitely sensitive antennae, a biological barometer of your energetic state. A subtle feeling of tension, a knot in your stomach, a tightness in your chest, a sudden wave of fatigue, or an inexplicable sense of unease. These are often crucial energetic signals that something is out of alignment, that your inner voice is attempting to get your conscious attention through somatic sensation. Conversely, a feeling of expansive lightness, an energetic uplift, a warmth radiating from your heart, or a deep sense of calm and ease can powerfully indicate alignment, resonance, and harmonious flow. Learn to meticulously interpret these subtle bodily cues, becoming fluent in the nuanced, intuitive language of your physical vessel. Your body holds ancient wisdom, a cellular intelligence that is always communicating with you, always guiding you towards balance and truth. Integrate the practice of mindfulness into all your everyday activities, transforming the mundane into the sacred. Whether you're mindfully washing dishes, consciously driving your vehicle, or engaging in a deep conversation, try to bring your full, undivided awareness to the present moment. This practice significantly reduces the incessant mental chatter and dramatically enhances your sensitivity to subtle internal cues. It transforms ordinary tasks into profound opportunities for spiritual practice, weaving the act of conscious listening into the very fabric of your existence. Each mindful breath, each conscious movement, becomes an act of attunement. Seek out silence not just for formal meditation, but also for unstructured reflection. At the end of each day, dedicate a few minutes to quietly reflect on moments when your inner voice spoke, or when you felt a gentle nudge or a strong pull. Did you listen to it? What was the immediate or long-term outcome? What profound lessons did you learn from the experience, regardless of the outcome? This reflective process powerfully reinforces the connection to your intuition and meticulously builds unwavering confidence in its reliability and profound wisdom. Furthermore, keep a dedicated journal specifically for your inner voice. This is not just for free writing or documenting daily events, but specifically for recording insights, intuitive hits, vivid dreams, synchronicities, or any direct guidance you receive. Over time, as you review your entries, you will begin to discern powerful patterns, recurring themes, and the consistent, unwavering nature of your inner wisdom, further solidifying your trust and reverence for this internal guide. Remember, Starseed, that your inner voice is a living, breathing, evolving aspect of your divine self, expanding and deepening alongside you. As you grow, learn, and expand your consciousness, so too does the depth, breadth, and precision of its wisdom. It is your tireless companion, your most trusted confidant, on your journey home to your truest self. Embracing this inner voice is not merely about making better decisions in a worldly sense. It is about cultivating a profound, loving, and eternal relationship with the wisest, most authentic, and deeply powerful part of who you are. This sacred connection is your birthright, a magnificent, precious gift from the cosmos, waiting patiently for you to fully unwrap it and wield its immense power with grace, intention, and sovereign awareness. As you continue to courageously walk this illuminated path, trust implicitly that every conscious step, every quiet moment of reflection, and every act of deliberate, conscious listening brings you exponentially closer to the radiant truth of your own magnificent being. It is in this profound, unwavering alignment that your most authentic, most vibrant life truly blossoms, a magnificent, living testament to the unparalleled power of your awakened and fully embodied soul. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to like this video, subscribe to Starseed from Gaia for more empowering content, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next transmission. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your journey inspires us all. Until next time, keep shining your light, beautiful soul. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Leave a super thanks. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.